Hello everyone, welcome to day 7th of September Lead Code Challenge, and today's question is word pattern. Let's go through the question together. Given a pattern and a string str, find if str follows the same pattern. Here follow means a full match such that there is a bijection between a letter in pattern and a non-empty word in string. I'm unable to understand the question. This looks a little complicated from the first look. Let's try to understand the question using the examples. So there's a pattern given to you, there's a string given to you, and A maps to dog, B maps to cats, B again maps to cat, and A maps to dog. So this returns true. Let's go to the other example. A maps to dog, B maps to cat, B again maps to cat, and A maps to fish. Since A was already part of that mapping that existed, since A maps to dog already, you can't map A again to fish, and hence you return false. Now I understood the question. A, and A maps to dog, A maps to cat, A maps to cat, A maps to dog. So there are two possibilities: A is mapping to cat and A is mapping to dog. Not possible, hence we are getting false. Let's go to the fourth example. A maps to dog, B maps to dog, B maps to dog, A maps to dog. Again, dog is already has been mapped somewhere in your to some key. You can't reuse it. Return false. This gives you some kind of hint that we are going to use map in this question. Let's understand the algorithm. So let me just slide the slideshow. So word pattern, day 7th of September Lead Code Challenge, and I have taken 3 examples here which will help you code the solution by yourself. You don't need to go beyond this point in the video once you understand the logic. So let me just take a simple example that was mentioned in the question itself. So there's a pattern and there are 3 cases that I have listed down. The first case is the pattern is A, B, B, A, and the string is dog, cat, cat, dog. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a map of character, comma, string, and you will iterate through the map as you iterate through the string or the pattern and put each character against one word. So you will put A key against dog, B key against cat, B key again. If it already exists in the map, you will check whether the current value that you're going to put versus that were already present in the map are same or not. If they are different, return false. If they are equal, you move ahead and proceed to the end of the string or the pattern. So hence in this case it matches. We move ahead. A got added against dog, B got added against cat, B you again visited B and check whether the intended string that has already existed in your map is cat in this case, and also the current string is cat, hence you move ahead. You visited A, you checked whether what is the intended string that has to be checked, it's dog. What is the existing one that is present in the map, it's dog again. So you pass and the string is complete and you return true. Now comes the other case where there is a mismatch. So A maps to dog, B maps to cat, and B is in, like, you're trying to map B to fish now. So B already exists in the map and it is mapped against cat. So you can't put the value against put B against the new value, and hence you reject it. You return false. Now comes the third case. So A maps to dog. In the third case, A maps to dog, and B is again being attempted to be mapped to dog. Since dog was already has been used in the past, you can't remap to some other value. What it means is, if A has used dog, B can't use dog. So there's a one-to-one mapping between these two. You can't have many keys mapping the same value. So how are you going to do it? You want to have two data structures here. One is a map and other is a set. The first signifies the key, the character in the pattern, a single character in the pattern, and the other part signifies the value that it is mapped to. So this str value that is it is mapped to, and this set signifies all the values that have been mapped in the past so that you don't reuse that value again. Let's iterate through the algorithm. If you encounter any key that is already present in the map, the key already exists in the map and the current string value differs from the existing string value in the map, abort the process. As the first two examples, the second example where you returned false because cat already existed against b and you were trying to put fish there. So you abort the process, return false. The other part that you need to take care of is if it is a new key, check before updating in the map whether the current string value has never been used in the past. How will you use this? How will you, where will you store this information? You'll store this information in the set, which will keep track of all the values that have been used in the past. If yes, the value has been used in the past, abort the process, and otherwise you update the map and your hash set. So I highly recommend you try to code it up by yourself. If you still face any issues, go beyond this video, this point in the video. Code it up quickly. So defining my map of character comma string. I'll call it map new hash map. Defining a set of strings that will store the values that have been used in the past. So I'll call this set new hash set, and let me just break the string. Since the string is split by a space, I'll use the string dot split method. So string array string values equals to str dot split. How do you want to separate it? By space. And one other corner case that I forgot to mention in the algorithm, if str values dot length is not equal to pattern dot length then you have to simply return false. For example, the case where you are given two, suppose only a pattern is AB given and the str is dog space cat space fish. There are four elements in your pattern str values, and however the size of your pattern is only two, you simply reject it saying not possible, invalid input or something. Now let me just iterate to the pattern or string now. How are you going to do this? Int I equals to 0, I is less than pattern dot length I plus plus. You want to identify the key. Key in this case would be a character. Character key equals to pattern dot char at I. What is the value that you would current value of the string? Current val str val. Let me just call it str val equals to str values get from the ith index, and if map dot contains key passing key, if it already contains the key, let's get the existing value from the map key, and this would be existing value. So if existing value is not equal to dot equals to the current str value, the current value, if they are not equal, then you have to return false. Return false. Otherwise, the key does not exist in the map. What you're going to do is you will update the value in the set. First, check whether the value exists in the set or not. Contains str value. If it contains the str value, then return false. Otherwise, set.add str value, marking it as used and updating the map. Map.put key comma str value. If we are done with the complete length, the happy case would be to return true from here. And let me just try this code up. True, let me just submit it. Accept it. I'll reiterate the logic once more. So you have created a map of characters versus string, where each character points to a single character in the pattern, and each string maps to a particular string separate that we got while splitting the string by spaces. And you and this set keeps a track of the values that have been used in the past. If there is a case where the length of the string values that you got while splitting the str string is unequal to the pattern length, then you return false because it's an invalid input case. Otherwise, you iterate through the pattern length and you check for each key versus the intended string that needs to be stored in the map. If the map already contains that key, you check what is the intended value. If the intended value to be stored in the map is different from the existing value, you simply return false. It's a failure case for us. Otherwise, you go and update your check whether the value has been used in the past. If it is not used in the past, this case you add it in the map and you update your set. If it has been used in the past, you return false. That's it. So what is the time complexity of this algorithm? It is equal to the length of the pattern, uh, which is order of n in this case. And what is the space complexity of this algorithm? It's equal to the number of string that are there in your set or the map, which will be order of n same. Thanks for watching the video.